Thank you so much for still staying with us. Politics now on LN 24/7, and at this part of the conversation, we're looking at the insecurity, tackling insecurity in Benue State, assessing fresh killings in Gray West and Otukpo local government area, and measures taken in tackling the issues, also resolving farmer-ed clashes. We have Dr. Thaddeus Dotiv Oto. He's the chairman of Development Association Benue State and former Security Secretary of the Local Government Area Service Commission. Joins us on the program. But before we bring him on the program, let's look at some very detailed information. The insecurity in Benue State continues to linger despite the government's efforts both on the state and the national level. Now, we've seen so many killings recently. On the 11th of March 2024, protesters who were protesting the killing of 3 youth at Gray West local government area set ablaze and looted the palace of Tia and its extension. Also, the protesters also raided almost all structures of the local government secretariat, the house of engineer Atume, and the others were not spared. It wasn't spared, they were not spared. And also, in like manner, residents of Otukpo town in Benue State took to the street in a massive protest against the escalating cases of kidnapping and killings in the area. Chanting war songs and making demands, the angry protesters blocked major roads, disrupting movement into the town from other parts of the state. A youth leader among the protesters lamented the worsening security situation, accusing authorities of failing in their duty to protect lives and properties. In his words, Otukpo is no longer safe. We can't sleep without our 2 eyes closed. Our communities are under constant attacks by armed men, and yet no arrests are made. People are fleeing their homes out of fear. Our correspondent, Francis Lume, who filed in a report on security tensions in the state last week, he also noted several certain issues concerning that, and notes in recent weeks that there have been a level of attacks on communities and killings of farmers by suspected herdsmen, and also some villages and local governments like Gray West, where 17 councils ward have been sacked. Gatu, Apa, Logo, and Kukum, and of course Kasina, Ala, and some parts of Kwande local government area of Benue State cannot access their homes and farmlands. This is also part of the conversation. Let's listen to what some people had to say concerning this recent security situation.
I am seriously depressed because it has rained seriously in our villages here in Gray West local government area of Benue State. But there's no way we can go to farms because where armed Fulani herdsmen has taken over our villages, there's no way we resume our farm activities. Even the last farm work we did last year, they have destroyed it all and displaced us. We call on the government at all levels to come and help us.
Meanwhile, Governor Essenta Alia has visited Otukpo and the Gray West local government areas to see things for himself. The governor visited the local government secretariat to assess the disruption. The governor also visited Otukpo to assess the disruption, looting at the Naka home of the former registrar of Koren, engineer Felix Atume, and at the Benue State House of Assembly. Concerns have been raised about the constituents not being able to go to their farms, and also summoning of the special advisor of the governor on a Bureau for Local Government Security and Chieftaincy Matters and Affairs, Director General and Homeland Security, and some local government chairman last week on Friday for explanations. Honorable Peter Pusu of Kasina Ala expressed his feelings while contributing on the motion of urgent public importance.
Benue State is purely an agricultural state. Our people survive by going to farm.
Looking at this particular issue, our guest, who is one-time Security Secretary of one of the Local Government Services Commission, he served as Area Development Officer, acting Council Chairman in some local government areas of Benue State. He has participated in peace meetings to stop these clashes between farmers and elders in the state, and according to him, he has also not visited his home for a while due to this insecurity. Our guest, Dr. Thaddeus Totiv Uto, joins us on the program. Thank you so much, Doctor, for joining us on the program.
Thank you for granting me the opportunity to talk to you.
All right, what's driving some of these latest killings in the state? Many people are concerned about the fresh killings in Benue State. What is causing it?
Thank you for the opportunity. In Benue State, we are completely under siege, with particular reference to 10 local governments of Benue State. I want to let you know that some of these local governments I'm mentioning are under siege by the Fulani killers. I better put it in that way, because when you say it, haters, you are undermining the magnitude of what is happening in Benue State. So that we should better address them as terrorists or killers. So Agato, Apa, Gwe West, Makudi, Logo, Ukum, Kasena, Kwande, Otukpo are badly affected by these militias. But as you have said it, we'll be talking mostly on the issue affecting Gwe West and Otukpo. What recently in Otukpo and Gwe West, particularly Gwe West, where I know better, we have not been sleeping. Gwe West local government is made up of 15 council wards, and all these council wards have been taken over by the military, by the militias. And everybody has been moved. The people, the inhabitants of this local government have now been moved to the headquarters of the local government, that is Naka. To the extent that they have been displaced. So Naka is now being rated as one of the IDP. It has turned into what we call IDP. The crowd in Naka surpasses the capacity of the water available in Naka. The people are suffering. The indigenous are seriously maltreated. And the problem we have at hand today is that even the military personnel deployed to Gwe West local government are not helping matters. They are rather compounding our issues, because they have regarded the situation as a revenue point. If any of your relatives died and you want to bury him, you must go and bribe him by way of paying a handsome sum of money before you take your dear one to your village. As I talk to you, Naka is under siege. Gwe West is completely under siege. In Otukpo, what recently it has become a problem. The problem is that from Naka to Adoka, and then you move to from Naka you move to Adoka and move to Ankpa, and you cannot pass that road. The road is under siege. Once you attempt passing that place, you are gone. From Naka to Awandana and Taraku is completely under siege. Even yesterday, the Fulani militias or rather killers killed 3 people. And the governor visited when he was going to Tukpo. He stopped at Gwe West at the particular time that these people, the cops, were taken to Naka. That is the situation we have found ourselves in.
How would you assess the efforts of security operatives in the state?
The fact of the matter is that when these situations came on board, they deployed the military personnel and are staying in 3 locations. There's one location at a military base at Kula. The other one very close to Naka town. And another one is situated at Agagbe. And these people, I want to say that they are not helping situations. They are rather the problem of the community. I have told you from the beginning that to bury him in his village or her in his village, you must go and bribe these people. If you want to go to your farm, you must also go and bribe these people. And the problem there is that when you tell them that you want to go somewhere and they give you their bills, if you are not able to cope with the bill, the next thing is that you have attack when you go to the village.
Well, these are strong allegations, I must say, but this allegation you made, are the police also involved in taking bribes?
It is against the military. Look at this example. There is one, the DPO of Gwer West was killed at the close distance of the military base. And even when he was going to ensure the safety of the people who were under siege by the Fulani killers, he told them that they should accompany him to the place. They refused, and he was killed. From the place where the DPO was killed and the military base at Seoul, close to Naka, is not all to 1 kilometer. So we are tired, and in fact, we are agitating that they should redeploy them to other places and deploy the military, the police, the MOPOR, to Gwer West local government. I think they will do better. After all, this is an internal security situation that requires police attention. The Constitution said that, spelled out that the military are for external aggression. So why are we having the military? Well, if we're having the military, they should be located at the boundary where these people are. Nasarawa State. And that is their heaven place of hide. They are hiding under the Nasarawa. The moment they come and cause an attack, they run back to Nasarawa. So to some extent, it looks like people are rather harboring people that are our enemies. And then in this case, who is our enemy?
Yes, I'm aware of the governor's recent visit to Gwer West and, of course, Otukpo. Is he aware of how serious the situation is?
Well, the states and the federal have failed us. The people of Benue State voted the governor considering his background as a Christian and more so as a priest. And we expected that when he comes on board, we will not be in this kind of situation. The security situation in Benue State is something worrisome because the government is not doing the best. We have not seen significant efforts of the government, both at the federal and the state.
And the question many people want to ask again, because as you're talking, it's going through my mind now. What security architecture is in place to attend to this?
The governor quite recently came out with a security outfit called Anyanyo. So we are expecting that Anyam will know and they will solve situations. But all this while, we have not seen it anywhere. The killings are going on daily basis. If we come to Benue local government, it is a sorry situation, a situation where farmers have been moved away from their original homes to Naka, the headquarters of the local government, with no source of living. And if you go to Kwande, you see a similar situation. Go to Ukum, go to Logo. So the situation, as I tell you, most people call it Haters Farmers crisis. No, it has gone beyond that. The killings, if you come to us, the killings has no exception. Old, young, women, men, and all children. We don't even know the agenda. In the first place, do we have common boundary with the Fulanis? No, we don't have. What is their mission? That is the problem. We're in serious trouble. We need help. The governor, for the first time, he came into office, he was going to Otukpo, and he stopped over at Naka to see the level of damage caused by the angry youths. The angry youths of Benue local government decided to raise down the secretariat, raise down the palace of a paramount traditional ruler, and other individuals, significant individuals in our community, as if it is the solution. This is because it is out of anger. They have been crying for help, and help is coming from nowhere. Yesterday, the governor came, and at the very time he came, 3 people were killed by these militias and were taken to the town. He saw it. It was a he has not known the gravity of what is happening to his people in Benue local government. That now that he has seen it, he will do something. So we're expecting that he will do something positively to flush out these bandits and militias. As I talk to you, we have 2 rains in our place, and nobody is going to the farm. And Benue, the name Benue is called food basket of the nation, is gotten from Benue because the land is good. We don't know. How can somebody you have no common boundary with him, you have no common cultural affiliation with him, he's coming to say you should move away from the place that you have been staying over the years? Look at me. I am an old man. Since my existence in Benue, I have never seen this kind of thing. I have never had the opportunity of living with the Fulanis. Why must they come and then decide to impose themselves on us with impunity? As I talk to you, over 15 years, I have not assessed my house. Do you know that even when you lost your dear one, you must go and pay to take the person to your ancestral home for burial? What kind of nonsense is that? We are living completely in a failed system. The system is failed as far as security is concerned. And the primary objective of any sensitive government is to protect her citizens and property. In a situation where people are being killed anyhow, recklessly killed, that means there's no government. To me, I look at it that we are being designated to be eliminated. Otherwise, the killing is too much. What is our problem? The military guys in our place are rather assisting our killers. I have evidence to show. I have told you of the death of the DPO, who came and told them to follow him to the place. They refused, and he was killed very close to their base. As I talk to you, all these things that is happening, no government representative has come to see the magnitude of what we are going through.
Well, many people want to just, probably this conversation tied it down to the fact that, like what you've been saying, that probably the government is practically helpless. So, what are people doing at the local government level to protect themselves?
Living in a terrible situation. What I mean is that we are living in a frustrated situation. Frustrated in the sense that the community members who could come out and fight for their rights, they are living in IDPs with nothing. If you come to Benue, the headquarters of Benue, you see the kind of object poverty that is on the land, the hunger that is on the land. If the military sees you with a cutlass, even a big knife, they will arrest you. But the so-called heads, which I prefer to call them as killers of Nigerians or terrorists, the government is not doing the right thing. They should address these people as terrorists and then declare state of emergency on them. How on earth somebody you don't have common boundary, you don't have historical background in common, will just come and then be killing your people? As for community effort, we are helpless. We are calling on God on daily basis, and God has not come. But we thank God that the chief security officer of the state have seen these things himself yesterday, even though he said has no knowledge of what is happening, that all that he has been hearing is on social media, so he thought his political, insinuations and all that. But yesterday, he had the opportunity of seeing what we are going through over 13 years. And when in the last election, the voting was done devoid of political sentiment, based on the premises that he has a background of a gentle reverend father. So we thought that he will protect us. He will do everything possible to protect us. The worst of it all is that the law in place, which has called for prohibition of open grazing, has not been implemented. Nobody is implementing it. So we don't know what the government is out for. However, my appeal is that the government should do the needful and protect the people that are still living. Otherwise, we are being killed on daily basis. So I don't know what becomes of us tomorrow.
And I must say we do share in the plight of people in Benue State, and we will continue to hold government accountable to do the needful. Thank you so much, Doctor, for coming on the show at this moment. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much.
Indeed, that's a big conversation. We definitely will hold the government accountable, and we'll keep calling on the key players, the major players, to do the needful in bringing peace and harmony in Benue State, not only in Benue State, in Nigeria and Africa, and of course the world at large. And that's a package on today's edition of Politics Now on LN 24/7. It comes your way, yes, on this platform. My name is Ayobami Adiemo. See you next time on the program. God bless you. Goodbye.